Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to this week's vlog. This is going to be my Summerween vlog, which, hi, I'm reading books for Summerween. This actually technically started yesterday. Today is Saturday. Me too, Phoenix. I'm sorry, I'll shut up in a minute. But we're just now updating the vlog. I didn't update it yesterday. I am doing daily updates on my Instagram and also on my TikTok. So if you're not following me on Instagram or TikTok, the links are down in the description. You can follow along and get all of my updates live. I mean, well, you could have got them live, but I was doing like daily reels and daily TikToks. So I'm very excited. I'm going to tell you about some of the books that I've been reading because I have already read 4 things for the readathon. Plus I've read other stuff, but we're only going to be talking about the books for the readathon. So I might also be filming my reel here in a second because I think what I want to read tonight is all going to be things that are not for the readathon because I have other stuff that I've got to get to too. So let me just tell you what I've been reading. So first of all, I did read Survive the Night by Riley Sager. I am so disappointed in this book. This was my most anticipated thriller of the year. Riley Sager is my favorite thriller author, and this book was just an absolute miss in my opinion. I did not like anything about it. Literally nothing. I hated the characters. I hated the twists. I hated the way everything was set up. I felt like there was no actual setup for the reveals that we got. I didn't feel like the story was set up in a way that made sense for me. It was boring. I couldn't really get invested. I did listen to the audiobook. I mean, it was fine, and I think most people who like thrillers and if they've not read a Riley Sager would probably enjoy this book. But for me, as a die-hard fan of Riley Sager, this was an absolute miss. I just did not like anything about it. I am very angry at the way that it all panned out and the way everything happened. And though the ending was supposed to be like quirky and like, I guess cute, it just did not work for me, and I cannot tell you anything else without spoiling the book. And I don't want to say not to read it. I definitely think this is a two-side of the camp kind of thing. I don't know if I'm going to see many people having a middle of the road opinion, except for Izzy. Izzy did have a middle of the road opinion, but I hated it. I was very disappointed, and I didn't think I'd say this, but this will be one that I will not be purchasing for my Riley Sager collection. So that's where we are with that one. It's just a no. It's just a no for me. So we're passing it along. I also finished Misfit by R. Holmes. I only had 15% left to read of this. This is a dark romance about this girl who is found in an alleyway, basically within an inch of her life. This guy named Misfit comes along, saves her, takes her to the hospital, then pretends that he's her husband in order to get in while she's in the hospital. Then he takes her captive. The basic situation, pretty dark. You can see my bed frame that my dad still has not came to get out of my house yet. So this one, again, it was good. I enjoyed it. The problem I had with this one, it ended a little too abrupt, and it just didn't hook me the way that I was hoping it would. It was still fun and enjoyable, and I had a good time listening to it because I did have Alexa read this to me, and I did enjoy the last 15%. I just wish that it was not literally like the most abrupt ending ever. Like, it was not even a happily ever after. It was a happily for now, which I get why she did it because she was setting up for like a series she's gonna do, but I don't know. I didn't love the ending. I did not love the ending, but the rest of it was great. The smut, spectacular. So yeah, I'm definitely interested in continuing from R. Holmes. Obviously, she is the Taboo Book Club pick for July, so I'm very excited. I think that I'm going to enjoy the rest of her books. I think I will enjoy other ones in the future because, like I said, outside of that ending, it was just that ending, man. It just did not work for me. So I also want to talk quickly about the 2 manga that I read for the readathon. I did read Dissolving Classroom by Junji Ito and also Blood on the Tracks Volume 6. If you've not heard me talk about either of these things in the past, let me just quickly give you a summary and like a rundown, and then we'll quickly talk about how I felt about it because I can't really give you full in-depth thoughts without spoiling things that happen in these manga. Junji Ito is my favorite horror mangaka. He writes a lot of good manga that is specifically horror related. This one follows like an anthology type of style, following this brother and this sister and the different things that happen to the people in their life. There is some Satan worship. There's worship of the devil in here. It's a really interesting story and I really enjoyed it. I gave it a 5-star. I will be doing a full first impressions on this, so I don't want to talk too in depth about it, but I really enjoyed this. So if you're interested in Junji Ito, this one does have more body horror. This is definitely like a body horror heavy one with like faces making it being grotesque and brains melting out, people completely melting. It's very interesting. The sister eats the brains. Then Blood on the Tracks Volume 6 is the 6th volume in this series, which I absolutely love the series. And this follows a mother and son. The mother is insanely protective and is pretty much obsessed with her son. There is some abuse in here, and this is just the continuation of the story. I literally cannot tell you anything else, but this was fantastic, just like every other volume in the series has been. I cannot wait to see where it goes. They are starting to get thicker, which is wonderful because these babies fly by. There's not a lot of text on these, so I'm very excited to see what else we get out of the series. And I'm excited that I finally picked it back up and got back into the series. So I am also currently reading Brother. This is a story set in Appalachia, and it's about this guy and his family kills people. So I'll give you more details as I know more. I've listened to about half of it. I don't think I'm going to continue it tonight. I think this is going to be later in the week. We are making progress on our TBR. Hello. Hi. Happy Sunday. I'm so tired. Listen, I didn't update you at all today. Because I was just like, I'll just update like after I get back from my dad's house. Like, it's not a big deal, right? Like, I was like, I'll just get back from dad's, I'll update you, let you know how it's going on. As you can tell from the dogs, who will not get off, I've been gone all day. I'm so tired. I got up this morning, I made breakfast, and you know, got my stuff ready, got things together, and finished my video this morning. And then I went to my grandparents' house and my dad's house for a cookout, festivities, and fireworks. And then I stayed there after we ate. They took a nap. I read a book and chilled out with my sister. I was like, cool, this is how I'll spend, you know, the day. So somehow my sister convinced me to go watch fireworks at their church, which you all know this. Not religious. Don't care. But like there wasn't going to be any religious stuff. It was just supposed to be fireworks. And like, that was it. And here I am. It's 10 o'clock at night. I'm exhausted. I've been gone all day. So, I've read 50% of Satan's Affair, which is, I thought was a dark romance. It's not a dark romance. This book is more like an erotic thriller. It's weird. It is so weird, and I don't understand what's going on at all. Like, no clue what's going on. Like, there's no plot to this. Like, I've been messaging Darla, who I saw this book because of her. Like, she had posted about it on TikTok and she really liked it. And I've been messaging her and I was like, what the fuck is going on in this book? Like, who's the hero? Like, who's her love interest? And then she's like, I'm pretty sure it's a reverse harem, which I think it might be a reverse harem. I don't know. But there's not really, I don't feel like it's a romance. I think it's an erotic thriller or an erotic horror. As this is literally just about this girl who has a lot of religious trauma, who is just going around killing people who are demons. So she says that she can smell them and they smell like demons, but like I don't think they're actually demons. I think they're just people who do bad things. And she's like graphically killing them. Like, we just got a graphic sodomy scene where she pulls like innards out of someone. It is gross. Like, downright hard to read. Gross. Like, I was literally sitting there in the church tapping away on my Kindle, reading it, waiting on the fireworks to start. it was a lot. So I have like 50% left. It's only gonna be like an hour and 20 minutes, I think, is how long the Kindle's telling me it's gonna take me to read it. So I'm gonna take care of the dogs, get them situated, and I'm gonna go get in bed and finish reading it. We'll see what happens with it. Hello. I'm going to go get my nails done. They look like garbage. I'm ready to get a new set. I'm going with Megan. She is in town. And then I guess here this weekend too, so very exciting. I get to go see Megan. We're just gonna get our nails done, and I did read a book. I finished Satan's Affair by whatever that author's name was. This was an erotic thriller. I gave it a 3-star last night. I think I'm gonna bump it down to a 2. I wasn't a huge fan of that. It was weird. It was a mind fuck in like the worst way. Like not in a good way. Like it was just not, I didn't love it. Pretty much hated it. Nothing I've read so far this week has really been a hit yet, so, except manga. So we'll see how it goes. I'll update you on the nail choice. I do in fact look like I will be Megan's emo daughter today. And then we'll see. Bet she looks like a mom with her life together. And then there's me. Hello. Am I gonna wear this outfit when I see her this weekend? Probably. Am I in love with it? Yes. I am. Okay, I'm gonna go see Megan now. I'll be back to talk about things. Do you remember how I said, yeah, I'm gonna come back and tell you the updates? I sure did, didn't I? I did exactly what everyone thought I'd do. I fell off vlogging as soon as I went back to work. Hello. Hi. I'm closing the vlog. Is this shocking information for anyone? Because this is a Tamika vlog. We're shocked that we got 3 whole days of me actually updating. So here's the nail choice. Megan did in fact look like a mom with her life together, in case you needed to know. And let me tell you how good I did this week with actually reading things off my TBR, and also like just reading things in general for my TBR. So here, listen. I did finish Satan's Affair. I am bumping it down to a 2. I told you all about it. It was freaking weird. We're not going to continue. I then also read my arc of First Comes Blood by Lilith Vincent. Lilith Vincent is Brianna Hill's freaking pen name. This book was the most delightful, dark, delicious treat I could have ever asked for. Thank you, Brianna, Lilith, whatever you want me to call you. I don't care. Write me 10 more. Jesus, take the wheel. This is a reverse harem. It is the most delicious thing I've ever read in my entire life. I swear to God, it is so dark. It is so good. Like, Brianna goes there with how dark this book is. Like, I was so stunned with how dark it was. There is gunplay, there's knife play, there is bondage, there is kidnapping, there is murder on page, there is manhandling, there is there blood play? I want to say there's blood play. I don't think there is. But like, there's like, there's so much. And like, one of the heroes is so mean to her. And I'm like, oh, Jesus, take the wheel. I love you. You're my favorite, you tattooed villain hero, anti-hero man. I'm in love with you. I loved it. I loved it. 5 stars. Best book I read the entire readathon. 5 stars. It's perfect. It's perfect. If you do not read this book, I swear. I need everyone to go read this book, because if you all don't read it, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'll do with you all if you don't go read this book. Listen, if you don't have to read Brianna. Actually, I'm gonna steer most of you away from Brianna. Go read Lilith Vincent. Please and thank you, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. I cannot say anything else without spoiling it. This is a reverse harem mafia romance. It's a dark romance. It's about a 17-year-old who gets promised to 4 mafia men. She has to pick one. Her dad is picking one of the mafia men for her to marry when she turns 18. It's amazing. It's amazing. That's all I'm going to say. It's so good. And then I read Pretty Little Wife by Darby Kane. I have no idea what happened. I gave it a 3 star. I was really confused. But I was confused because I wasn't paying attention at one point. I think I zoned out at some point and lost my entire attention span. So there was like a detective POV I didn't love. And I think that's why I was confused. I was like, I don't know what's going on. Like, the reveals were great. I'm gonna come back to it later. Because, like, objectively, it was a good book. Like, objectively, it was good. So I'm gonna give it a 3. It would have been much better if I would have, like, known what was going on. I was very confused. I think the next time I read it, I will appreciate it more. So, yes, those are all of the books I read for the Summerween readathon. I am very excited that I participated. I read 7 titles for Summerween. If you are still watching, leave me a clown emoji down in the comments, because of all the books I read, only 3 of them were not a joke. I'm kidding. But really though, leave me a clown emoji down in the comments. Let me know if you participated in Summerween, what you read. There's some light again. And I'll chat with y'all in my next video. Bye everyone.